sprinter who is doing just that. Sawyer. Oh, gets the red flag, does she? Yeah, she gets the red flag, and that was a great effort.
Has to focus now and do it again. You can see her quizzing it. I think she's talking to her coach in the stands, but again, the Bahamas top the medal standings in the Bahamas in 1984. There is something in sport about home court advantage. Feel comfortable, easy to get to and get back. You can go home if you want to.
Yeah, when you have the home court advantage, you have to take it. You have to take advantage of it.
Another query at the line in the Javelin. Hurdles already on the track. I just wonder if it's impeding the run-ups of some of the javelinists. Oftentimes you see them back on the running track, trying to build up speed and momentum for their throws. And you see the furtive looks behind the shoulder.
Grenada's Serena Alexander, a bronze medalist at the under-17 level last year, has been over 40 meters this year, 40.48.
Won the Grenadian trials. Gibbons away at college, of course, but good to have a teammate, a countrywoman in the final.
Yeah, two Grenadians in this one. Alia Gidari, who is also in the heptathlon, and this young lady who won the trials.
Gibbons, of course, Guyana. These ladies, Grenada. And of course, the Grenadian throwers, surely inspired by Anderson Peters, a two-time world champion. Wins one time, buck up, fluke, defends, goes back to back, genuine and real.
Yeah, twice a world champion now. Won the Commonwealth Games silver in Birmingham last year as well. Right on the back of his world title success. So terrific 2022 campaign for him.
Some great throwers out there. The Olympic champion is somebody else. Chopra from India. He's a fantastic thrower as well. And he and Anderson Peters, young men coming up together. Lots of battles with the spear in the years to come.
Missed the World Championships last year, Chopra, because of injury. And remember as well that Anderson Peters had won a World Under-20 title. So showing that he can win through the levels now. And the next major target for sure will be the Olympic Games, a space that Keshawn Walcott has already conquered with gold, following that up with bronze.
Again, confirmation of the quality. And Walcott, of course, world junior champion as well. So a lot of graduations from the junior level to the top level for the Caribbean Javelin Stars.
So a delay in the attempts for the javelin throw under 20 girls as We're also standing by for the start of the 400-meter hurdles for under-20 girls. Very good to see Hubert and Chris, because last year there were no qualifying heats in this event, and still unfortunate that it's the only event over 400 hurdles where we're having first round heats.
It's an issue. I was counting in the CARIFTA games gone before in races where they're just a straight final, which meant that we didn't have the depth across the region in the CARIFTA Caribbean to staff out heats. And the sprints yesterday, heats, semis, finals, that's the Caribbean wheelhouse. That's where we're special over time. But in some other events, still not the depth you expect at a Caribbean championship. So to have heats in the 4 hurdles for girls is a major step forward. And hopefully in the sprint hurdles, in the 4 hurdles, in every CARIFTA games to come, you'll staff with at least a round of prelims.
Yeah, one of the CARIFTA greats, Jehu Gordon of Trinidad and Tobago, is now a manager of that team, and we had the opportunity to speak with him on Thursday.
I watched you run at CARIFTA in 2010. What's it like to be here now as a team manager?
It brings back so many emotions to be on the opposite side to the fence now as an athlete, now administrator, team manager. It is always great to see someone like myself who's been there, done it, have the experience and know what it takes, so that I'll definitely give my best to ensure that the athletes have what I had and better moving forward.
Interacting with the youngsters, you're not the coach, but you interact with them. What do you try to convey to them that you learned as an athlete?
Well, as an athlete, this is all part of the learning process. It started for me at the CARIFTA Games, went on to the CAC Games, World Juniors, and then that is kind of how the stepping ladder is in track and field. So it is very important for them, even for the ones who did not make it to the CARIFTA this year, that this is just a starting point, it is not the end point.
2010, you did the double, 110, 4 hurdles. The second record is still standing 13 years later. Is that a point of pride for you, Jehu?
Well, I think it's 1 out of 2 records that Trinidad and Tobago has still, so I'm definitely proud, but records are meant to be broken, and I look forward. I would love to see a Trinidad and Tobago athlete break my CARIFTA record, so maybe in the future we could see it, if not this year.
Like most of the Caribbean, you're coming back from COVID, 60-odd members on the team this year. What's this team like quality-wise?
I think the team composition is pretty balanced. We lost some senior members last year, so the team is a pretty young team. But we do have some senior members with the experience coming back. We have Dorian Charles in the Javelin, LeBron James, who is somebody who's out in Jamaica that you would have paid attention to, Gianna Paul. So we are using them, Natasha Fox, to share their experience as being a part of the CARIFTA team over a